Gilbert Burns looks to beat back the surging prospect, Jack Della Maddalena, while Della Maddalena looks to break into the welterweight top 5 at UFC 299. Stick around to hear my official prediction for Gilbert Burns versus Jack Della Maddalena at UFC 299. I'm Wyatt, and this is Fight Society. All right, guys, so we got Gilbert Burns coming off his loss to Bilal Muhammad on the Cejudo Sterling card and a shoulder injury against a young, surging prospect coming off of a win over Kevin Holland. Now, Jack Della Maddalena has some crazy, crazy crisp boxing, and Gilbert Burns tends to get into wars on the feet, and I think we're going to see Gilbert Burns test JDM's grappling. And I hope to see Gilbert Burns. Honestly, my heart wants Gilbert to win. I really like Gilbert Burns. But JDM is younger. He has that on his side. Gilbert Burns is like 38, 37. He's a little bit over the hill from an age standpoint, and he's coming off of an injury. So my gut tells me that Gilbert Burns could be done with a loss here. I know I keep saying this about every guy that is older, that this could be their last fight. But that's just the thing. Fighting is such a grueling, exhausting, sacrifice required type of living to have that it's really defeating to lose. I mean, the times that I've lost when I fought, I was so crushed. I thought about being done fighting after every fight, but especially after a loss. And that's obviously why I don't fight anymore if I was thinking about stopping all the time. But if I'm thinking about from an age standpoint and from a Gilbert coming off of an injury standpoint, I think that JDM is probably going to have the advantage in this fight. I think he's faster than Gilbert. I think that Gilbert's best hope is to take JDM down and submit him, because JDM has been kind of accepting of grappling. JDM's such a good boxer. He should always be trying to work back to his feet. But we saw in the Basil Hafez fight, I think he pulled a guillotine in that fight. He's just way too accepting of grappling at times. And then against Kevin Holland, we saw him not get tested from a grappling standpoint at all. That fight was kind of like a sparring match. And it just depends, because I could also see Gilbert Burns gets a little wild with the overhands. I could see him landing a big shot on Jack Della Maddalena. But I'm at a little bit of a crossroads here. I'm at a little bit of a tough spot because Gilbert Burns does have the experience where JDM doesn't, and they just have such vastly different styles. And so I'm in a little bit of a tough spot here. But I think that JDM is somebody that the UFC wants to push. I think that he has the skill set to be a top 5 welterweight. I don't think he beats somebody like Leon. I don't think he beats Shavkat or Ian Gary. I don't think he beats Bilal. And so I've been wrong before and I'll be wrong again. But in my opinion, I think that my official prediction for this fight is that Jack Della Maddalena is going to win this fight and get into the top 5. I think he's going to win by decision. And then after that, I think that he's going to fizzle out from there, because I don't think he beats the top welterweights. I don't think he beats Shavkat, Ian Gary, Leon Edwards. I don't think he has a shot against those guys, at least from what I've seen. So my official prediction for Gilbert Burns versus Jack Della Maddalena at UFC 299 is that Jack Della Maddalena will win by decision and become a top 5 welterweight. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Who do you want to win? Who do you think's going to win? And how do you think Jack Della Maddalena stacks up against the top 5 at welterweight? If you like this video and you want more content just like this, click that subscribe button down below. If you want more content from me, go check out my weekly comedy podcast, the Hissyfit podcast, and go check out my personal channel, Wyatt's World. Go watch this suggested video, and I'll see you next time.